Hello, witch folk. Welcome to our coven.
We're Angels on Broomsticks. We're a mother-daughter duo.
And we love the makeup.
I'm Kristen.
And I'm Evangeline.
And today we're going to do a full face of makeup. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about finding your makeup style at different ages in your life. Because I was sort of inspired by this topic in that I did watch a video by Robert Welsh talking about makeup styles and how they changed. And then somebody on my Facebook who's my age-ish, they're saying, I'm so sick of wearing makeup. And they're like, I didn't wear my black eyeliner today and everyone thought I was so tired. I was like, no, you're not tired, but your black eyeliner might be tired. Yeah. So, not to judge this person or anybody who is hanging on to their makeup styles that they had in the 1980s, when their faces were different and styles were different. Mm-hmm. You might want to just sort of change that. Like, there are ways to make your eyes look awake when you're in your 50s or 60s that don't require black liner.
Yeah. There's a lot of makeup to be putting on, especially if you don't like makeup.
Yeah, and it's like you might have to change your techniques and your products. And not be afraid. Somebody's trying to find a spot to sleep on the couch behind us. So.
Literally right in front of the microphone.
Yeah, it's just like... Anyway. And same with your age group. Like, you're in your early 30s. Things change.
Things change. Style changes throughout your whole life.
Yeah, and it's like, in your heyday, it was 2016, and... it was all about that snatched eyebrow and cut crease.
Oh, those eyebrows.
And you didn't participate in that, but...
No, I was behind the times.
Yeah. So, we'll just talk about it and, like, tips and tricks. And we have some new makeup. Like, I've got the new Rare Beauty Contour Cream.
Oh, a couple...
palettes.
Cosmic Beauty palettes. This one's the Nude Trills. So... mostly neutrals, but some other shades there. And the Undergrowth palette as well from Cosmic Brushes. I don't want to drop it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I'm going to do eyeshadow today, and there's a reason for that, which I'll get into. Cool. But I might be really focusing on skin, lip, and cheek textures.
I am going to be doing that too, because I feel like people my age ask me things about, like, how do I get rid of my dark circles? And I'm like, don't.
Right. It's the year of the don't.
It's the year of the blue circles. But I do want to say to anybody who's my age, is that Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter is fantastic. I've been using it every day in this winter. Mm-hmm. And it's just like makes my skin look really good and glowy.
Yeah, you've been getting back into it. It's still my favorite glow product of all.
I still like the Auric one. I have it, but I want to get rid of this one first.
I finally gave mine away.
Oh, to who?
My friend.
I love that. And I still think it looked good on you. I don't know why you're...
It broke me out. I'd have it... Yeah, I mean, our makeup styles have evolved since we started YouTube and getting into makeup. And we've talked about that because there's a certain frenzy that takes over if you sort of really rabbit hole down into the beauty world and get really into indie makeup. And we rabbit holed for sure. And you're kind of learning too, like technique as well. So yeah, first getting into makeup, it was sort of like, I mean, when you get really into makeup, you kind of have to go through that evolution.
Yeah.
I feel of like where do you want to find the balance with your makeup? And it's like you're learning so much, but not everybody has to take such an intense journey.
Yeah, not like us. But I do want to say, like, if you're gonna do makeup, invest in your tools. I think brushes.
Good brushes. It's true. Like when I think about when I just had a very limited makeup collection, I definitely could have benefited from a few high quality things like a brush, a good glow product. I had no idea about skin prep and what that means.
Yeah, the skin prep is important. So clean skin, exfoliated.
Disturbing to think of putting makeup on
and it's
skin.
I know. And people do it. I did it back in the day. I don't think I washed my face in the morning. Okay. I kind of Even now, I just splash water.
So do I. And like put a toner.
Yeah, me
and
too.
then,
And then a moisturizer. And it's like, I want to just say, I hear also people my age, they go, I don't want to feel like I'm wearing lots of makeup, but what is lots? Am I right? Like here's the foundation. And I just put like a pump, a smallest pump, look how tiny. And that'll go over everything, you know? That's what I do. I make sure the brush now, like the brush is got the product in it. It's all in there.
And then the KJH.
Yeah, the KJH. And then
look at me using a sponge. I've just been trying it out lately.
do you like?
Talk about trying new things. I like it sometimes. I like it kind of more in the winter in a way because my skin is more dehydrated. So I find getting that like kind of extra moisture from the damp sponge kind of helps spread it out. But it takes longer. It's a lot more work. But I like to do it sometimes, and today I just figured I wanted to show myself doing it because we're talking about changing your makeup, changing your style, and how it evolves, right?
Yes, exactly.
And I've always been a brush gal. My brush is here. But, yeah, it's about trying new things. And
So I am going to be wearing eyeshadow, so I like to put a primer on. So this one is the Milk one, Hydro Primer.
have you tried that much? Or is it
Yeah, I've been using it all week.
okay? You like it?
Yeah, I think I got it in some kind of kit. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, because that's what I use for my face, always the Milk Hydro Grip.
Yeah. So this is ones for eyes. It just creates a base so it sticks. And you want to put it on evenly so you don't get patchy moments. Now I'm just going to use this concealer, the NARS creamy one, just to brighten, cover the red, deep red capillaries that were put in my face when you were born and I pushed too hard.
I'm using a new foundation for me, which is the Fenty. I think it's called something like the Luminous Pro Filter or something like Soft Lit. There we go. Soft Lit Naturally Luminous Long Wear Foundation. Still new to me, but I've been liking it. I feel like for anybody like discovering their style in any way, makeup, fashion, hair, I mean, personally, something I love to do is take inspiration from like movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will lust after like a lipstick shade that somebody's wearing or something, but like really taking inspiration from the things I love and that bring me joy. And I feel like not enough people kind of talk about that in approaching style because so much of it's entrenched in like trend culture. Especially if you're someone like my age. I feel like if you're watching TikTok, it's always the new trend, the new beauty thing. So I feel like sometimes people forget about the actual journey of personal style and how it can be so personal when you like approach it from like what brings you joy and how can you translate that into like how you present yourself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that? It's like a
That's
different
funny.
generation.
Yes, because I don't watch TikTok at all. Not one. Hate it. I just watch, Facebook Reels, I guess, which is TikTok, but, a month later. But I don't watch it for makeup. I just watch Pomeranians and Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
But we did that too when I was young in the 80s. We were obsessed with the 60s and also old movies. And I remember my friend was obsessed with this Greta Garbo look. And we went from pharmacy to pharmacy. It was in Montreal. It was the middle of winter.
Oh my God.
We found this guy, Ben E. Noodleman, on Sherbrooke Street in NDG, who had makeup from the 60s.
Oh my God.
And this is the 80s. And we bought this cake eyeliner. And we did those. Yeah, that's how we got inspo. But it was from old-timey movies.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I
funny.
guess that does happen. Yeah, today too. Like, people get inspired by different eras. Like, I feel like 90s makeup people really love to explore these days.
Yeah.
And like...
And that's what I'm trying to... Well, I do love 90s makeup. Because MAC came out with their nudes again, and I did get one. I have the one called... Yash. And they're all reformulated.
Yeah.
And they were sold out of the one that I want, the Angelina Jolie, dead lip one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a waiting list. But, they did do all their nudes back, like they're back.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that. Because people are interested, again, in revisiting that. I mean, I feel like that was the beginning of makeup becoming like more exciting, more creative.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wasn't there, but from what you've told me,
What, the 90s?
yeah, like I was alive, but I wasn't.
I don't know if the 90s was my era either. I was
Well, you were
giving
like
birth.
into Mac.
Oh, I was in the 80s when Mac first came out.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but the 80s were
Okay.
the era for me.
I stand corrected.
So the 90s was, I was giving birth, so I didn't care about makeup then.
Wonder if you were a new mother now, being who you are today, would you?
Oh my God, I'd be like your grandma from your dad's side.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'd be scared of like, if I had a kid, like, will I have time for makeup? No, probably not.
Yeah, you do. I don't understand these people.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have time to shower. Have you heard of a swing?
Oh,
We
right.
used to live in that swing, the robo-rocker, we called it.
Yeah. It's like Miranda and the vibrator.
Neglectomatic, we called it, yeah.
Neglect.
And then you had, like, I had you in a cage.
Okay.
No, we
Like
had
one of
you
those
had a
little playpen things.
Yeah.
Right.
When you were immobile, but like on the most part, you were in the robo-rocker a lot. You loved it, both of you, and then Jolly Jumper. You were a Jolly Jumper, both of you,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I had time for showers.
You're not a bad mother. You just didn't have the chair.
Also, I never take long showers. That's how you get dry skin. Because now I was thinking about the other day when I was in the shower. My showers are 3 minutes.
It's impressive.
And all these people, like I remember when I was at the gym, like I'm showered, I've got my makeup on, I'm ready for the beer at the bar, and my friends are still in the
That
shower.
would be me. Well, shaving,
Well,
conditioning.
you don't shave. I don't shave every day in the shower, do you?
Certain areas.
Like what?
The under.
You shave the undercarriage? Excuse
I don't
me.
think we're having this conversation today.
What undercarriage do you
Okay,
shave?
shaving down there, the side, keeping it.
Oh, the pube?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not all, but you gotta keep.
I don't shave that
like to
every
keep-
day.
Every time I shower, every other day.
So I just contoured with this. It says put dots on where you want to hollow. And then I just blended it with like...
I'm intrigued by this.
You can try it. It's the lightest shade. Why don't you try it?
Well, actually, I was thinking of sticking by I haven't always been using contour and bronzer. Like,
I'm not using bronzer in the summer.
You're
I mean
just
the
letting-
winter. Sorry.
oh.
In the summer in Australia. No, I'm not using it.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, it just feels like incongruous with like what's actually happening with my skin at this time of year,
Yeah.
But not that it doesn't look good or they.
But I'm hollowing out. I just wanted to try this because I ran out of all my contour.
Oh wow.
I just had a little thing,
Impressive.
all I had
Yeah.
was a little sample size of something. So I just thinned out my nose. I think it looks okay. Yeah, if you're an elderly person, you might want to thin out your nose or sculpt.
I feel like that's where people get overwhelmed though.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's so many steps these days. Like, why
Yeah.
even bother? Kind of.
That's what I wouldn't bother with. That's a step I would skip.
I was watching a show yesterday. It's a newer show called Missing You. It's like a detective show. Anyway, there's a few older ladies in it, and they're all friends, drinking wine, that kind of energy. And they all looked fabulous. Fabulous. They all had like lipsticks on. That was kind of their vibe, like fresh skin and a bold lippy and like very boho style, all the ladies. And I was like, goals.
Are they British?
British black ladies.
Oh, okay, cool.
Fabulous.
So I did get the new Huda Beauty Oobs. What's this?
Yeah, oob. Why is it called that? What's that mean? Oob.
But I had to be part of the trend. I was just seeing people using it as a blush layering activity because it's such an odd color, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the color of those pink peppermints, like almost lavender.
Intrigued.
Oh, kind of.
Staring, watching.
I love the smell of it. It smells delicious.
It does smell good, and I don't always like that.
I think it's a great thing for the winter.
Yeah.
But they tend to do it as a layering step and then use it like one of those Melanie.
Melon.
Melon.
Melon-like.
Yeah, melon-like
Melanie.
color. So, yeah, I'll just use this. The milk one. I love these.
Yeah. I do have mine here handy.
Yeah.
Potentially. I feel like you were talking when we were at the waters about the whole, like, liner thing.
Oh, well,
you, like, get stuck.
We're going to get to the liner.
Okay.
Because I was watching this Canadian politician who shall remain nameless, blonde. And she had this liner on. Like, boom. Like, it was this line, like a cartoon Liechtenstein line.
Okay.
Like, it's not even smoky. It's not blended. It's harsh. It's black.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like all I could see wasn't the line. I could just see her waterline. It's like, that's what it was framing. Because your line just framed your waterline.
Yeah.
It didn't make your eyes look awake. It made your waterline look like it was on display.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're thinking of.
I'm going to do it.
Do what?
I'm going to put some black liner on.
Okay. So you're going to sort of modernize it?
No, I'm going to just show you what you should be doing if you're going to be putting this black. Okay. So here's a kohl pencil. Here's what you're doing. Mm-hmm. This is what you're doing, and you're going out.
I've seen this.
I've seen you. I know who you are. One of you is on my Facebook spreading propaganda. This is not how you wear your outliner.
Yeah.
Now you just have to get a brush, like a stiff brush of some sort, like a little flat, stiff brush here. And then you're going to blend it. Blend it out. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Blendo to the max. And you don't want to use a liquid liner, obviously, for that moment.
Nobody should use a liquid on. No, you don't.
At all.
No, up top, yeah. But there's tutorials I've seen of people doing this liquid liner, and it's like elaborate.
Blush, my favorite blush shade, which is Rituel de Fille Moth, and I've ordered 2 Phytosurgents, similar shades, and yeah, back to sort of taking inspo from things around you and like sort of delving into these kinds of shades. Like I like to romanticize the shades and sort of like what they conjure, and like these kind of darker mauves and muddy kind of shades I feel like give a very bewitching sort of energy, and like shades do conjure like a feeling, you know? A bright pink cheek is very different than like a muddy kind of mauve. Mm-hmm. It's like, so pick shades you're drawn to.
So I just blended, used what was on my brush, put it up top on the top part of the lid, flicked it outward, and I created a whole eye look shape. That's not complete yet. Mm-hmm. I'm going to play with one of these palettes, but it's no longer like framing my waterline. And if I want to look awake, I'm going to use in my waterline like a nude stick or a white stick. Let's try the white for a change. And it's that one by Urban Decay called Awake, Fake Awake.
All the blush. Blush is my favorite step.
Yeah, blush is having a moment for sure.
Can you have too many blushes? I did a big declutter, and that was my least decluttered thing, blushes. I kept like so many of them. There's only a couple. I was like, eh. For the most part, they all stayed with me.
Here's my Fake Awake.
I feel like brand loyalty is an interesting thing to like investigate, and like finding brands that please you aesthetically too with their packaging, because it all becomes a process, like your makeup ritual. It's a daily ritual. Yeah. So like buying things that you don't feel good having like a tactile relationship with, like, isn't going to make you feel inspired or make you want to do makeup. I agree. Right?
Yeah.
So to me, this is also the year of like discovering especially indie brands and like putting my money into supporting indie brands. Not that I won't buy from Sephora and stuff too, but like really like thinking about that intentionality with what I'm using. Using the neutrals.
Yeah, I'm going to use the neutrals, and I'm going to use a sort of, not black, but a dark brown where I placed the eyeliner. And it's going to like make it look hopefully softer, more blended.
I actually meant to keep my dark circles, but I covered them up kind of out of habit. But I have been enjoying that look of just kind of leaving them, but I covered them up. Whoops.
And I'm going to use just sort of a mid-tone neutral called Touch. And a lot of times people my own age, they don't like to use shimmers because they say it makes their wrinkles show up. I do not go by that. I think you could use a little tiny shimmer. It makes your eyes look sparkly, don't you think? Is it just me?
Yeah, especially on the lid.
Yeah.
Iridescent shimmers is where it's at. Slightly translucent.
Yes. So I'm just going to use a lighter shade. Same brush.
I'm in the midst of doing like a very layered lip, and I'm still on my quest to perfect the Arwen lip. If you follow me, you know I'm kind of obsessed with that look. Getting that lip right.
Who's Arwen?
Come on.
From
You could
Lord
answer
of the Rings?
Yes. She has the most beautiful lip shade on planet Earth.
Is that the movie? Or
Yeah, it is
in
the
your
movie
head?
Lord of the Rings. Huh?
Or in your head in the book?
No, in the movie. She's known to be wearing black honey, but Liv Tyler has the pigmented lips, so they used black honey to mute her lip shade down, and it concocted this beautiful shade. So I've gotten there. I've gotten really close, but I still feel like I'm trying to get it perfectly right. So I'm trying it again today. I'm not done. This is just the beginning, okay? It's a lip stain. I'm letting it stain before I do something else.
I'm going to just put a tiny bit of shimmer on my lid. Just enough to dirty a plate.
Now I'm going to take the oil part off and see what stains left behind.
There you go. That's it. That's it, old ladies. That's enough shimmer to make you glimmer, but not enough to show your wrinkles. Am I right? There's no wrinkles. Stop. And then eyebrows. I do like that my generation of people do seem to take care of their eyebrows. They're not letting them
Right.
go
awry.
Because when you get to my age, your eyebrows sort of disappear a bit, and you get gray ones or white ones, and the white ones are coarse and curly and long. Wait, you just wait.
Like it.
And I just fill in my sparse ones with, this one is the NYX liquid brow, like the tiniest, skinniest point. And I just create like a couple of hairs that are missing. Just tiny.
Now for black honey. This is my longest used product.
Black honey?
Yeah, I mean, I've repurchased it a million times, but I started using it in high school.
High school.
Yes, Kiki. Now I'm going to add just this little extra touch of depth. You guys are like, this is too much. Too much. Not for me. Where I like to spend my time and I get so much pleasure from the process of makeup is, in particular, getting the right mix on my lip and cheek. Sometimes I do find eyeshadow frustrating. As much as I love it, it's my most frustrating step besides eyebrows. Sometimes it's just the lips and cheeks that really bring the magic of makeup to that I love, you know?
So for me, and something that I've always had is it's the eyes that are eyes. Because the lips, I will forget about in my day and go about my day, eating, drinking. So that's why I do like a nude lipstick. So you like a bright red one. That's what's
bolder lips, yeah. I'm going to add a touch of the same, just extra saturation to the cheek. Just a little.
Lip liner's having a moment. Like, people are using lip liner to sculpt.
Yeah, lip liner. Wow, that needs to be sharpened.
Yeah.
Lip liner, I look back on before I wore lip liner, and it's the same thing I think about when I look at my old brows. What was I thinking? It makes the lip. It perfects it. It contains it. It gives it dimension. I almost like it more than lipstick. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Lol. Okay, I'm going to put a bit of highlighter. This is from Luna Roots, and it's the Vanilla Bean highlighter. kind of been liking a little bit more of a subtle highlighter moment, like a little bit more of like a skin radiance rather than like shiny. Just like very subtle.
Oh, so I used a lip liner that was close to my lip line to line the lips. Then I used a darker one at the sides here and at the bottom to sculpt. And now I'm going to use the lipstick from MAC, the nude called Yash.
Hush Queen. I'm just going to go right into my mascara. I just don't want to do an eye look today. And that's what I've been really focusing on my everyday, like when I'm just going out doing things that isn't like filming makeup. It's the cheek, it's the lip, and just a bit of mascara, and usually a brown mascara. Who am I?
I'm the brown mascara queen now. Before I wasn't. Okay, so I'm going to use my brown mascara.
Okay, finished the look. Mine very simple, but what I like and my taste, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's evolved. It's been a journey to really figure out what felt like me.
Mm-hmm, me too.
Yeah?
Like I never used to wear blush, for example.
When you were young.
No.
Yeah.
All I did, and I never really wore a lip liner.
Oh, right, yeah.
Maybe I did. I had them, but I don't remember wearing them.
Yeah, I think that's it for today. Let us know your thoughts down below on sort of like how your makeup has evolved over the years, over your life. Like, have you ever been stuck in ruts before? I have, for sure.
Yeah, and that's why like it's fun to play, and it's like it makes me sad to see somebody on my Facebook. I'm not going to wear makeup at all because I'm so bored of it.
Right.
How can you be bored? That just means you need new makeup, in my opinion. Am I right? Like,
yeah, especially modern.
Can you imagine opening this up and, oh, I'm bored. No. Put that on your eyeballs. Yeah. Play with it. Mm-hmm. You don't have to go out. You can stay at home. And then slowly go out. Go out 1 foot out the door. Then the next day, go out down the stairs. And then the next day, go to the mailbox.
Exposure therapy with makeup.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's it for today. Thank you guys all for watching till the end. And until next time, stay witchy, stay bitchy. Have a good week. Bye, witches.